kimchi to kombucha, there is a growing body of evidence that points to the power of pro and prebiotics to help with good gut health. But often those fancy foods come with a pretty hefty price tag.
And today we're revealing the cheap, readily available alternatives that will feed your gut bacteria, good stuff, right, and improve your insides.
For more, we welcome back dietitian Jemma O'Hanlon. Hi, Jemma.
Hey. Hello.
Let's get a quick science lesson because Larry only got to year 8 in science.
No, I wagged year 8.
You wagged your eye.
Yeah.
Okay. There are trillions of bacteria, both good and bad, that live inside our digestive system, which generally occupies this area. Right. How do they affect our health?
Well, we've got 100 trillion bacteria in our gut.
That's
it's
a lot.
amazing.
Sounds like a lot.
And we've got to feed our gut, just like we feed ourselves, we've got to feed our gut with good food, right? So the prebiotics are the food that feeds the good bacteria in the gut. And, you know, we've got to nourish to flourish. We've got to feed ourselves for optimal health and well-being.
All right, let's get stuck in it. What are some of the unexpected and inexpensive foods to keep our gut a little bit happier?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got some fantastic foods here. So let's start with mushrooms. Mushrooms have prebiotics, insoluble fibre, keep us fuller for longer. Sourdough bread. Make your sourdough bread at home. I love making sourdough bread on the weekend. The aromas through the house are simply divine. And they've got the prebiotics and the probiotics, and go for whole grain sourdough.
So sourdough on top of any other bread, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Can I buy it, though?
Well, you can, but I mean, it'll be far more cheaper to actually make it at home, and it's so rewarding.
Okay.
You've got to try it. Lentils have resistant starch in there, and that's actually a prebiotic that feeds the good bacteria in our gut. Cheese.
Sorry, I'm going to interrupt. Can I buy a tin of those?
You can.
Okay, great.
Tinned,
good.
Absolutely. Cost of living. I mean, tinned lentils are fantastic.
Great.
Cheese is a fermented food, so, you know, it actually has good bacteria in cheese, and the ripened and mature cheeses are actually the really ones to go for.
So there are different types
bacteria.
of cheese, so the mature cheese.
That's right.
What about brie? A nice creamy
yeah,
brie?
occasionally, but I think the mature ones, the ripened ones, will have the higher levels of the
I don't think you're taking this segment seriously.
I am. I'm just thinking.
You and your craft singles. I don't think it's right.
Now, olives.
Olives? Oh, I love olives.
So olives have got polyphenols, they've got probiotics in them, and, you know, they're so good for us, and they feed that good bacteria.
But how many of those do I have to eat to make a difference? Because I would have, I'd have a handful of olives.
Yeah, have a handful. That's all you need.
Keep my insides happy?
Absolutely, yeah. Miso, fermented soybeans. You know, it's a staple in the Japanese diet, and that's got good bacteria as well. And
sorry, and just before you move on, so miso like in a soup or in a
soup. I mean, right now, a beautiful way to have a soup. Start it with miso.
Okay,
and
good.
You know, full of nutrition.
So I just buy this a paste and I just pour boiling water on it?
That's it.
Okay, great.
And you could use it as a stock, you could use it in stews. So much flavour and umami in the miso. Yeah. And dark chocolate. So you can have 3 squares a day, every day. Polyphenols, feed the good bacteria in our gut.
3 what a day, sorry?
3 squares.
Like, is it a block?
No, not the block. Squares.
Like one of those little things. 3 of those.
Yeah.
So you're saying that's 4.
That's right.
And you're saying I can have 3 of those.
And I mean, daily, right? It's what we need.
Hang on, okay.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, so that's 25% too much. So you need to take one of those
That's right.
squares.
But look, I mean, you know,
what if? Can you put your gut in credit? So can I go? I'm going to have the whole block today. But then I won't eat for the rest of the week.
I would say no. I would say balance it out and have your 3 squares a day. Really enjoy it. And the darker chocolate, the better. It's got the high levels of cacao and the more antioxidants. So good for your gut.
I'm not a dietitian, but I'm saying no. No to the chocolate. Are there certain foods that kill off our good bacteria? So we're doing all this to feed it, but is there anything we can do to kill it off? I'm guessing alcohol.
I mean, alcohol is obviously not something to be having all the time. There are foods that can definitely disrupt the bacteria in our gut and bring on more of the bad bacteria, which is what we don't want. And those are the ultra-processed foods. So, you know, soft drinks and fast food and, you know, instant noodles, all of those foods with a lot of additives that are heavily processed. Try to have them less and more of these whole foods. They're going to give you all that you need.
Plenty going on in the biotic aisle of the chemist, right? Pros and pre's and all those sorts of things. Can the supplements work, or is this just better?
food first, I think, you know, because you can never replace what's in our whole foods, right? You can never, you know, all the bioactives and everything, the fibre in the foods, you can never put that in the supplements. So the foods will always be a better choice. However, there's some people that may require a probiotic. People, you know, if you're experiencing gas or bloating or abdominal discomfort, that's when a probiotic might actually be helpful. But always see a dietitian, because actually the strain and the dose is what's important, and a dietitian can really help to guide you to the right supplement for your needs.
If the World Health Organisation changes its chocolate intake rating, will you give us a call?
Absolutely.
Immediately? Because, you know, sometimes I go, no coffee,
Larry.
have coffee, no
Yes.
coffee. Maybe if they say
Thank
more
you, Jemma.
chocolate.
Thanks for having me.
As I always say, food first.